Hello, my name is Jeremy McDermott, NH6Z, and I'm the author of Heterodyne, and I'm here to show you a quick demonstration of my new program, Flynn. Flynn is an alternative to the HPSDR programmer for programming the flash in your Metis, Mercury, or Penelope boards, as well as setting the IP address on your Metis board. Flynn only works with the Metis board in the bootloader mode, so you've got to put on JP1 to make it work, and it requires all the same hardware requirements for programming the Mercury and Penelope boards as HPSDRProgrammer does. Mainly that you have to have Metis in the last slot away from the power supply, and you have to have the board that you're going to program adjacent to it with the last JTAG jumper on. So with that given, we'll go ahead and give you a quick demo of Flynn. I'm just going to launch it. Of course, you'll have this drug down to your applications folder like a good Mac user rather than on the desktop like I have. Flynn is going to prompt you for a password so that it can gain access to a raw socket to talk raw Ethernet. So you just type in one of your admin passwords in here and hit OK. Flynn will discover any Metis boards that you have out any interfaces on the machine. Note that Flynn and the whole system is designed so that you can only have one Metis board really with the JP1 jumper on at a time. Otherwise things get confused because they take on the same Ethernet address. So only have one of your Metis boards available and with the JP1 jumper on, and Flynn will detect where it is out there and automatically detect it. You can see here there's the MAC address of your Metis board, so if you've written that down somewhere you can confirm that you're talking to the correct Metis board out there. You can set this for either DHCP or you can set it manually, and if you put a manual address in here, that'll get programmed into Metis. Once you hit return on that, that will let it program the IP address, and it's immediately done. And if you want to change it back to DHCP, you just go into there and it's immediately programmed in. So say we want to program the Metis. We select Metis from the board drop down here and hit program. Flynn is going to ask us for the firmware we want to program it with. We'll pick Metis 1.1 and hit open. And now Flynn's going to go and program. It's first going to erase the firmware, and then it'll program the new firmware into it. And you're done. You have a new Metis 1.1 firmware inside of your board now. But let's say that you wanted to program your Mercury board. Penelope board. I have a Penelope board in here that's adjacent to the Metis board with the proper jumper set. So I'm going to select Penelope in here and hit program and choose a Penelope version of the firmware and hit open. And now Flynn will upload the helper file and erase the firmware on the board and proceed to program up Penelope for you. And again, you're done. Very simple, very easy. Flynn's designed to be as easy as possible and take care of all the headaches for you. So it's not a real complex program, except in the background. Flynn is open source, and you can find it on my SVN. And if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. Thanks a lot for watching the demo.